Hi, it's Ashley Reese here from Unleash Multimedia and welcome to Facebook Author Tips. Throughout this video, I'm going to share with you the importance of creating a Facebook business page and also creating a group for your book. And I'm going to share how you can work out what is the best way for you to start interacting with people before your book goes live, or maybe you have already launched your book and you're looking to build more awareness about that. So let's jump into it, and we're going to talk about your Facebook page. So your Facebook business page is where you can go and create yourself as a public figure or create it based on your book, depending what it is that you would like to do or to create more awareness about, then that is the page that I would create. So as you can see here that I've gone and created a business page for myself, and when you're doing this, it is very simple to follow through the steps in creating this. The one thing that I would keep in mind though is that it is very hard to build a following with a business page at the moment. So you need to be wary of that and share it amongst as many friends as you can and ask them to share it as well and to start following you. The other option you have is to create a Facebook group. A Facebook group is a great way to build a community and also to share videos or content about your book and leading up to a launch date as well. It's also a great way to reach everyone that is inside of your group, because once you have a business page, you don't always reach everyone that follows you. So I would think about whether a page or a group is the best fit for what you are doing and for your book as well. So when we create a business page, it's important that our profile picture is very clear. This image is what is seen the most throughout Facebook. So when you're sharing a post or a video, your profile picture is seen throughout their newsfeed. So we need to make sure that this is a clear image and that they can clearly see that this is your brand. So whether you want to use your author photo or you may like to use a logo, depending, or you may also like to use the cover of your book. And you can see I've created a few different options here that you can use. The other thing you can do is if you haven't got your book published and you don't actually have a hard copy of it, then in that image where I'm holding up my book, I just went and printed out a copy of my cover and stuck it onto another book so it looks like that it's actually my book. So that's one thing that you can go and do. The next thing you can do is create your cover photo. So this is a great space to be able to put a coming soon or sign up now to get your copy when you go to launch it. You can advertise up in here. You can also create a call to action. You can send people to a website within this space. And like I said before, you can create your cover or have a mock-up. And I use Canva to create these images. It's very easy to use. You can upload your own images, your own logos, and it's completely free to use. Also on your Facebook business page and also in a group, you can go in and create a unique URL for your Facebook page. When you go and first create your page or your group, you'll have a whole lot of numbers at the end. So what you want to do is go into the About section, and under Settings there'll be Page Information. You need to add a unique URL into here. So whether you want to use yourself as a public figure or the title of your book, then this is where you go in and create that. You do need 25 people to like your page before you can go and change it. In a group, you can change it as soon as you create that group. You need to choose something appropriate, and you need to be careful because you can only change this once. So as you can see down the bottom, I created an example for you where it says facebook.com/Ashley Reese. So this is what your Facebook URL would be. It's a lot easier to share that with people than sending them a link or having a whole heap of numbers at the end of that URL. A call to action button is also placed on our Facebook business page. We can direct people straight to a website. We can direct people to our YouTube channel. If you've got videos about more on your book and what it's about, you can request people to subscribe, or you can also start building your list. Now, this is an advanced option and technique that we use before launching and publishing books. But for the very basics, you can just link your website to this call to action and direct people over to there. You could also have them directed straight through to Amazon when your book comes available for sale. An event is a really great way to create a lot of interest, and also before the book goes for sale and launches. What I did before my book went live was created an event, and I invited everyone in the community to jump on board and to start following that event. I shared videos and I shared a lot of content. I shared what the book was about. I took parts of chapters out and shared those on the events page as well. And also during the process of the launch, I took screenshots of the book moving up through the rankings and shared that back through, thanking people for their purchases, and this is where the book was at. You can also boost your event, which is a paid advertising, and you can boost that out to people or your audience who you think may be interested in purchasing the book as well. So that's a great way to interact with the followers as well. Creating a book club or giveaway. By creating a book club, you're always interacting and asking people to share what they might be currently reading. That is an option for you as well. You could do a giveaway during your launch process. Rafflecopter is a great way to filter those people in and then do a random draw at the end. You might want to give away a copy of your book for an example. The next thing is sponsored ads. Now, for those of you, it may be a little advanced, but this is one of the key aspects that Facebook is really good at. You can create your posts, or you can create an ad inside of Facebook and really target your audience. So when my book went live, I created a post and I boosted it. I also created an ad to get a lot of traction happening so that I could achieve my #1 bestseller status. So by doing those things, you can really leverage the launch of your book through Facebook. And if you have any questions about running sponsored ads, then feel free to ask, and I will share my insights and even do a video on that for you. The other great way is to connect with other authors. So How to Publish Your Book is a great group to be a part of. They're always sharing their titles, they're sharing their covers, and everyone in there is giving feedback. Authors, agents, and inspiring writers, these are other groups that you can find on Facebook to join and connect with as well. You never know the opportunities that are out there with other authors, and they may even endorse you. So I had a client who came to me a few months ago and asked if I would help her launch her book. And if I didn't have access to groups over in the States and around the country, then we wouldn't have had that #1 international bestseller. So it's really key to interact with other authors and to get your name out there. And also, you never know when you just might be interviewed by someone overseas. And the image that I'm talking about there, where you can see myself and Mike Keenings, they interviewed me on a live webinar, and we got to talk about the launch of the book and the process of that. So there's so many opportunities out there for you to do, and Facebook is just one of them. So create your page and have a play with it. I mean, you can't go wrong, but I hope there have been some helpful tips for you. If you have any questions, then feel free to comment under the video and I will answer those for you. Thank you for joining me.